Hello, this is Martin from Seekers. Welcome to the channel for trading and investing. And welcome to a brand new episode of the Markets Tomorrow, the technical analysis simplified show for September 15th, 2021, Wednesday. Made another all-time high and got hit by the resistance. Are we waiting for a trigger? Let's find out. So, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe right away and then share it to all your friends so that it helps us and doesn't cost you much. Thank you. So as usual, we'll be doing this analysis based on all of these parameters that you see on the left side of the charts, and in addition we will have further analysis based on the volatility, open interest, and institutional participation, commodities, and a lot of other things. And then wrap up with some actionables. So without wasting time, let's get into the charts first away. This is the Nifty index charts. What do you see here? It's a small body candle, bearish, but we gained 24 points, did a gap up and then could not sustain and fall down, right? Remember we had a dragonfly which was a cautious candle which cautioned of a reversal, but it didn't happen. It made another all-time high today. Bank Nifty, it's a doji, it's indecisive, right? So what happened intraday? We can see that it's a down move. After a gap up, it's a down. Nifty, after a gap up, it's a down, right? So Bollinger Bands have already expanded, as you see here in Nifty, and has already expanded, as you see here on Bank Nifty. So what does the support resistance say on the Nifty? Let's see first. We have an all-time high. We are resisting at 50% of the fib extension. So next is 61.8% of fib extension, which is 17,750. So the first resistance upwards is 17,450, then 17,750. Downside 15,152, 17,152, 1750. Below that you have the gap support 16,750 to 700. Then you have Fibonacci retracement support, which is 16,600 to 500, that range. That's the support resistances of Nifty. And Bank Nifty, if you see, it is taking support at 36,500, 36, that range. 37,000 the first resistance, and above that you have the all-time high of 37,700. Support zone, if it is broken, then we would see that it could dip further down 35,800, 35,500, that range, which also happened to be the 23% fib retracement. So 37 conquering and closing above that is crucial, and not breaking down below 36,000 is also crucial, right? Because that acts as a previous support level. Now we have to look at the indicators of the momentum. What do they say? Bank Nifty has fallen down to sideways and remains sideways. It has not managed to climb up. Nifty, the momentum is intact. And how is the trend? Trend is rising and it is showing it's in the bullish zones. No problems with the momentum and trend. Bank Nifty momentum is lost. Trend is in the bullish zones, but you can see that the trend is going down, not rising up. So Bank Nifty has lost momentum, and today you can see that momentum is slightly picked up, right? So Bank Nifty in general, momentum needs more strength, and the trend also needs more strength. Bank Nifty, everything is interact. So that's about momentum and trend. Let's now look at the open interest data. So we can see that for the 16th September, the PCR has gone below 1, so it's not, you cannot say it's bullish, but overall you can see that the highest call writing is what is projecting out 17,400 and support is 17,300. So below that you have 17,200. So resistances are there for 17,400, 450 and 500, all prices, right? And Bank Nifty also, the PCR is 0.73, it's not bullish, but you can see that it is very good support 36,500, right? And the fight is happening for 36,700, right? Yeah, so the maximum call rating is also at 36,500, put rating also. So the big fight is there at 36,500. It could slip over to 37 as well. That also has got higher resistance. You can see that 36,700 had a huge call rating that has happened in today. Change in open interest, you can see that, right? So it's crucial to keep the 36,000 and crucial to conquer above 36,000 if it's moving up, right? So that's for this Thursday, 16th September expiry. Now, institutional data, if you see the Fyers actually in 14th September is bought 1,600 is a DI, you saw little, right? Yesterday also they was buying, which is good. So last 3 days Fyers are buying, not selling. DIs are just profit booking a little bit, 300 crores small, right? So that is good news. And if you look at which sectors did good or bad, you can see that information in the charts as well. We would come back and see how the sectors perform, but if you look at this, you can see that only FMCG didn't perform. I think HUL didn't do good, and Asian Paint, Nestle, all these guys are not good, but ITC for some reason is good, but that's only sector, cement and metals also didn't do good. So IT is back into the rally. FM finance banking also did well today, right? If you look at overall, Kodak Bank, Axis Bank, and IT, TCS, and exceptional ITC did well, right? So it's a mixture. So, but overall, you can see that the sectors FMCG, cement, and metal is what did not do that. It's great. So that's let's also look at the VIX. So what the VIX shows? Yeah, so that is very interesting. So VIX had fallen down to 13.57. That's a 10% of fall that happened from the bottom. A 30% move happened in 30 days, but 1/3 of that, that's 10%, is lost in just 5 days. Last question. VIX is falling down, right? So it's probably trying to form a range between 15 and 12 or something like that. It will come or 13.5 and 15. You don't know what range it is forming, but right now the VIX has lost whatever it gained previously. And that's where we are now. What else we do? Volatility. We have seen open interest. We have seen institutional participation. We have seen sector watch in depth. You have to see a little more. What does it indicate? So one thing, IT is back in action. So remember, we had talked about a bullish reverse divergence, and it is working, and it has almost met the target, right? So time to stock pick on the IT once again. Metals had a bearish day today, but it had climbed into the almost into the bull zones and then slipped today. So just today slight slippage there, but overall it may be facing some resistance at the zone is what we have to assume. This zone, if it is all taken away, then it should be better move that may be happening, right? Auto is reversing and climbing up resistance, so all the M pattern got finished halfway, so it has found the bottom somewhere in this level itself, and then reversing is trying to climb up and move on. So it's picking up, catch up journey. You'll have to wait for the momentum to catch up. Same is again Pharma. It's also reverted from the bottom, it's taking support here, and then you have a resistance up there. Once it moves above that, and once the momentum here climbs above, we can start picking on that. So it's wait. FMCG is bullish. Today we had a small reversal retracement, but overall it's bullish. So this may be forming some kind of bullish divergence. Also, there could be a chance that it can bounce from here after 40,300 mid level. It can bounce back. So FMCG is bullish and IT is bullish. Now reality also is bullish. We already seen that, right? So it's a cup and hand pattern, right? So this is a cup and handle pattern that we're seeing on the reality, right? And it's breaking down, and here you can see that it has formed a handle part of it is broken out once again, and today it's indecisive dodgy, but it's on the path upwards, right? So reality pharma, reality FMCG and IT is bullish. Metal, auto, and pharma is trying to reverse back and then go above resistance or supports, resistance zones and support zones that they have, right? So accordingly you can pick up the stocks, right? Now how did the currency perform today? First we'll see the dollar index, and you can see that dollar index the down today. It was a hammer day, right? There was a gravestone doji previous to that, which indicates the dollar is likely to come down, but there's support, there's bullish presence here, so buying happened and back to this zone. So this gravestone doji could, so the dollar, so this is action that happened in dollar hit an all-time high, not all-time high, previous resistance, it broke out of that and then could not sustain, then fall down, then again found support and back. So oil is really bad, it's climbing above 73 levels once again, but very much within the support zone. So there is not good for the economy to have the oil prices going that way. Dollar is showing some green right now, and so the support zone hovering, so it will most likely do another attempt to break the channel top at 1830. That level is a major resistance to 1830, right? Per ounce dollar, right? So that level is critical. So basically just forming a handle of a cup and handle pattern on the larger time frame if you see. So that is the commodities. And US markets, if you see, there is slight bearishness or some flattish market is what we see on all the indexes, and Nasdaq, Dow Jones, and S&P 500. UK market also is slightly bearish and flat, right? So overall, no big moves are seen anywhere. You'll have to check that next day, right? Yeah. So So higher the Indian Railway to some corporation IRTC was doing very good, right? So that's something that no other postings we'll have to look at it. So it's a good pick on the stock if you want, but it is we'll have to wait for the retracement to happen because it's moved around 40% in 1 month. There's a big crazy move that has happened in IRTC. A lot of check the metric to handle please, which it is there in the description if you know that. And I do the regular posting of the stock picks for every day. You can look at that. Just to summarize, you can see that today also was kind of a consolidation day, right? In the markets, if you see hardly 25 points after a whole day of price movements, and it's hit a resistance, and although it made an all-time high, it is facing resistance for further up move. BANKNIFTY is also trying to move up, but 37 seems to be a big hurdle. So yeah, so as I say every day, it's a bull market. So every dip that is happening, it is not sustainable. It's getting bought and then market further move. So just cannot go short in this kind of market. It's a bull market, but at the same time you have to be cautious because we have run a lot vertically without any major correction since long time. We never had a 10% correction for very long time. So corrections to the 17k is a possibility that can happen. Whether it happens after hitting 17,500 or after hitting 18,000, we don't know, but you have to be cautiously bullish is the word. Now VIX is dipped down. Now there is a chance that it can shoot up back, again reverting nature of the volatility. So that will give calendar spread small chance. So try to take swing calendar tricks for just 2 days of expiry, tomorrow and day after. Probably you can hold on that. If there is enough premium, you can play that. That's the only way to play the indexes, right? Stocks are making big movements, but if you cautiously play the sectors it's moving, the FMCG, reality and IT selectively, right? At retracement is where the entry has to be, not when the market is broken out and reached an all-time high. It may not be wise. You'll have to wait patiently for that retracement to happen. That's how the stock pick. So that's summary wrap up of actionables, and I hope this helps you to just get a clue on what happened in the market in the recent days, and then how we can plan for a trade tomorrow in a better way, right? So if you like it, hit the like button and share it to your friends and colleagues. Thanks for watching. Happy trading and happy learning. Bye.